Have you ever thought how much amount of core strength it is required for a 200-meter runner or a 400-meter runner when they are going to run on the bend onto that track? Now just imagine Usain Bolt cracked that code. He ran within a span of 19 seconds in order to complete his 200-meter race in the Olympics. Just imagine how much lateral core strength or oblique strength he has got in his core. Now, there are certain exercises which he used to do specifically in order to strengthen those obliques and in order to stay upright, nice and strong during that curve phase of the track. Now, it is one of the most difficult phase in order to stay stable, in order to run fast into the bend, because there are lots of forces against you, and as well as the direction at which you are going to run is with the bend, and hence you need to have immense amount of lateral core strength or oblique strength in order to stay upright and in order to run like Usain Bolt. What's up guys, welcome to another video at Movement Mechanics. So in this video, I'm going to give you top 5 exercises which are going to strengthen your obliques, which are going to strengthen your lateral core, and also some of the exercises are done by Usain Bolt himself. So let's dive deep inside this topic and understand some movement mechanics. Now, whenever we are talking about lateral strength or oblique strength, we are going to train for anti-rotation. That means preventing your upper body from rotating. Now, this is where your oblique strengthening exercises comes into the picture. Now, whenever you're talking about engaging the obliques, you have to engage both internal and external oblique. And all of the anti-rotation exercise which we are going to talk about in this video engages both internal and external oblique as well. So the first exercise to do in order to strengthen those obliques, in order to train anti-rotation, is everyone's favorite, and even Usain Bolt did this exercise. And you have guessed it right, it is the paloff press. Now, the paloff press is, as always I've told you, is one of the most finest exercise in order to train your obliques, in order to train that anti-rotation. As I've mentioned previously as well, that you don't need to do the paloff press straight away. You can do an overhead paloff press as well in order to gain additional benefits by targeting your serratus anterior as well. Alright, so the second exercise is a bodyweight exercise which we have covered previously as well, which is the Russian twist. Now, Russian twist is one of the most wonderful exercises because it engages your, of course, the internal and external obliques, but also it helps in stabilization of that core as well. So that is the reason this exercise has to be in your exercise plan whenever you're talking about training anti-rotation exercises or training the internal or external obliques. Now, the deadlifts are one of the most fundamental exercises in the exercise plan. However, a single arm kettlebell deadlift allows the internal and external obliques to do the job of stabilization of the spine and preventing that rotation of your upper body. And that is the reason this exercise has to be in your exercise plan whenever we are talking about training anti-rotation, specifically for sprinters or for hurdlers or for 400-meter runners who are going to run onto that curve where your stabilization of the spine in order to stay upright and to prevent anti-rotation becomes extremely crucial. So the fourth exercise is another bodyweight exercise, which is plank to push-ups. Now, you may have seen Usain Bolt doing this exercise on a consistent basis in various of his training videos. The reason is this is another fundamental exercise. Though it is a bodyweight exercise, but it is a fundamental exercise training your anterior cross chain, which means training your anti-rotation, training your obliques, training your rectus abdominis as well. Now, here you have to be very careful in order to prevent the body from rotating whenever you are going from a plank to the push-up position. Now, this is where you are going to shift your weight onto your one arm in order to lift your body up, and that is where rotation happens. And you have to engage your core thoroughly in order to prevent this rotation, and that is the reason this exercise has to be there in your exercise plan whenever you are talking about training the anti-rotation. Lastly, let's talk about the combination of two exercises, and these are my two personal favorite exercises, which is the paloff press and the deadbug. Combining these two exercises gives you the best anti-rotation exercise, which is the paloff hold deadbug. Now, you can do this with a band or with a cable. I generally love doing it with a cable because it adds up extra resistance, and that extra resistance is going to add up more and more stability into your core as well as into your spine. Now, whenever we are talking about elite sprinters, they need immense amount of load, they need immense amount of intensities in order to run fast, in order to stay upright, in order to stay stable whenever they are doing any kind of training, any kind of races, etc. So adding extra resistance in each and every of your exercise gives you that edge over other competitors. And the paloff or deadbug is the most beautiful exercise to do in order to train the anti-rotation, but with the cable and not with the band. Alright guys, these are the top 5 exercises which are going to allow you to train like Usain Bolt and allow you to run like him onto the bench, where you require immense amount of core strength in order to keep your body upright. So if you have loved this video, make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe, as well as the notification bell icon, so that you never miss a video whenever I'm uploading a new one. Also, if you have got any doubts or any comments regarding this video or any other video suggestions which you want me to cover in the future, make sure you drop them in the comment section. Till then, see you in the next one.